Good afternoon. It is 5:30. Let's go ahead and begin this session of the Planning and Zoning Commission. So I'm going to call this to order. Next up, we're going to have the citizens' general discussion. This is a discussion if anybody is here who wishes to speak about anything in general not pertaining to any of the items on our agenda. So I'll open that up. Does anybody wish to speak? What? Oh, we're missing. Come on up, Bruce. Sorry. You were.
Just asking.
Very patient.
Sorry, brain not functioning. Thank you, Bruce. Okay. All right, anybody wish to contribute to the general discussion? All right, I'll go ahead and close that. Next up, we have the approval of minutes. Consider approval of April 16th, 2025 meeting minutes. Commissioners, I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes of April 16th, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up on the regular agenda, application number RZ8830, applicant Juan M. Ramirez Jr. is requesting a rezone of property located at 365 Cheyenne, parcel R34541, being Block D, Lot 8 of S6900 Westgate Edition of the City of Stephenville, Erath County, Texas, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2.5 Integrated Housing. Mr. Killen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Commissioners, Mr. Ramirez is asking for a rezone to R2.5. As you know, this allows for a smaller lot dimension for single-family homes down to 50 by 60. If approved, his existing lot would be able to be subdivided and still meet the requirements of the 50 by 60 for two separate single-family lots. If you look at the map included in your packet, the one showing the water and sewer utilities, or any of them for that matter, but the one showing the water and sewer utilities shows a little bit better how the current home is situated on the property. And if you look to what I would call that being roughly north, he has some open space between his home and the adjacent home on the northern side. When you look at the survey, which is also included in the packet, he has roughly 138 feet along Cheyenne, 138 feet of frontage, and then the depth of the lot, which would be the frontage on Comanche, is 75 feet. So when you take in consideration the existing home and the setbacks that would be required for the existing home under the R2.5 zoning, that leaves him with roughly 54 foot of frontage on Cheyenne, 75 foot deep lot is what that subdivision would allow. Again, with the 54 by 75, he would meet the minimum lot dimension of 50 by 60 for R2.5. In his narrative, he is stating that he would like to build a single-family home on that portion of the lot. R2.5 does allow for other types of residential structures, but the lot dimensions would not allow a build on that portion of the lot. So the only thing that he could currently build, if this were rezoned, would be a single-family home on a lot with 55 roughly by 75 foot dimensions. Now, to the point of some of the letters of opposition, which we have received 5, some of those letters of opposition have indicated concern about 2 to 4 family housing, because that is a type of housing allowed in R2.5, as well as townhome housing. But those lot dimensions are much different than the single-family home, and the only way those could ever be built on this particular lot would be if he tore down the home, and if it's replatted, then he would have to replat it again into a single lot development. So it would be a little convoluted to get to that point, but not beyond the realm of possibilities. But with his proposal, he's simply wanting to subdivide the lot, build a single-family home on that portion that is largely vacant. He'd have to move one of those buildings away from the property line, and he and I have discussed that. In his narrative also, when he first applied, he had indicated that he was requesting R2 zoning. R2 zoning would not fit what he was trying to do, so as we discussed his project, he went with R2.5 zoning, and that's why we're here tonight. Again, 5 letters of opposition. See, we have a few people here that may want to speak. If we have any speaker cards, Jan, no speaker cards at this time. And so with that, Madam Chair, I'd be glad to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Steve?
Yes, that, if we do not replat this tonight, merely change the zoning, all bets are off.
Well, he would have to
In other words,
demolish the.
If we replat it tonight, at the same time we rezone, then it becomes more difficult to achieve different results.
Yes, sir.
But
The
if we
replat
do
would
not-
make it a little more definitive.
Right.
However, you can replat a property multiple times, and so.
Right, but you still have to get approval from P and Z to replat. So
Unless it's a minor
bet-
plat, yes, sir.
Between now and when he asks for a replat, all bets are off, as I say.
Assuming he wanted to demolish the existing home, yes, sir.
Okay.
That's
That's all I wanted to know.
Any other questions for Steve?
And he resides in the house?
It's currently a rental property.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, let's see, is Mr. Ramirez here tonight? Mr. Ramirez, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, so,
Okay, go ahead, you have 3 minutes.
okay, thank you. Well, thank you for the consideration first. So I've actually owned the property and I lived there for approximately 10 years. Here in Stevensville, worked at FMC, Tarleton grad. My plan is to keep this property as long as I can. That was my first house. I love the house. I don't plan on demolishing it. I didn't even consider that as an option until the neighbors brought that up to me. And even then, to me, it's not an option. My plan is just to do a single-family home in that 54-ish, 55 by 75 lot, just to better utilize that plot of land there instead of just mowing and dock space. So, yep.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open a public hearing. Is there anybody here who wishes to speak for or against this rezone request? Okay, I'll close the public hearing. I will note that there were 5 letters of opposition. Commissioners, we need a motion to discuss.
Make a motion, recommend approval, case number RZ 8830.
Second. As long as it's gonna be a single-family structure, and that's it, which it obviously can't be anything else, without going through a bunch of hurdles, that'd be the only reason I vote yes.
It fits with our comprehensive plan in terms of infill, create density. All right, any other thoughts? All right, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor of recommending to council approval of this rezone request, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No?
No.
All right, sir, this will go forward to city council. So that's your next stop. City council will make the final decision. So anyone, if anybody in the audience was here regarding this as well, again, city council makes the final decision. They will meet the first Tuesday of the month. All right, thank you. Moving on. Application number RZ 8739, applicant Kevin Maynard, representing M&F Project 1885 LLC, is requesting a rezone of property located at 164 East College, parcel R29157, being block 2, lots B, C, and D, a city addition to the city of Stephenville, Erath County, Texas, from DT downtown to PD plan development. The applicant will present the development plan. Mr. Killen.
Madam Chair, after further discussion with Mr. Maynard, he has opted to go with straight zoning on this property and use, build the property or reconstruct the property for a permitted use within that zoning. And so he has asked that this be removed from the agenda. We'd already sent the letters out by the time that that conclusion was made, so we had to keep it on the agenda to for tonight's purposes.
Well, that makes our life easy. All right, well then, motion to adjourn.
So made.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.